Good morning, everyone. This is Have Faith, Let It Begin. My name is Angel. I'm the host. And today, it's Throwback Thursday, which only means one thing. Today, we're going to revisit the crazy date stories. That's right. For some of you that are new to this platform and are just joining us for the first time, we welcome you. Our show is designed for you, the daily commuter, and it is designed to head out and change the world with motivational topics, inspirational stories, personal testimony, again, set out to change the world. On Thursdays for this month and until the stories actually run out, I will be doing a crazy date story. This is part 3, and it starts in just a few seconds. Right now, I'm in the process of just inviting all the viewers to remind them that we're on the air. For those of you that are not familiar, we are normally on Monday through Friday at 7:30. But because of everything going on, we actually tend to go on the air sometimes a little later than usual. We end up We end up getting ready to go on the air between the hours of 7:30 to 7:45, just to give me enough time to drop off my daughter. So, with that being said, I just want you to be aware that today's episode is not like what we normally do. But it's by popular demand that we talk about our crazy date story because, trust and believe, these stories are crazy. They are true. And before we begin, I just want to remind you that to protect, of course, the young ladies that I am friends with still or whatnot, I have changed the names of the individuals just because out of respect for the girls. And in no way, shape, or form of any of these stories or dates that I'm about to talk about are fabricated in any way. They are true stories, and they're meant for purposes of just entertainment, because in reality, you just can't make up these type of stories. It's impossible. But they happened to me and happened in the 2000 era. So with that being said, I'm enough rambling. This is Have Faith, Let It Begin, Throwback Thursday edition, Crazy Date Stories. And it starts right now.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith being tested.
Hi, I am Mia. You're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hey, this is Freddie, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, my name is Angela, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin, Throwback Thursday, May 28th, 2020. It's Thursday. It only means one thing. We're going to go back in time to the crazy date stories. This is crazy date number 3. Now, I will be honest, I think at one point in time, if memory serves me, I have brought this date up before in previous episodes where I described just certain situations and used it as a platform for a message. So if you have heard it before, I apologize, but don't forget, every Thursday we will continue on. So today, crazy date, story number 3. So, about this time, I am starting to get a little frustrated. I've been getting a lot of referrals from friends, and one by one, they're not working out. So, one time I actually meet somebody that's a friend of mine who tells me about a young lady who had saw me I was a server at Fridays, just to give you guys a background at the time. And I guess they had gone out for girls' night, and the girl had pointed me out and saw me. So she was very, very interested in getting to know me. I don't remember or recall at the time seeing or meeting her, but apparently we must have. So I got a phone call indicating that she would be calling me and letting me know that they're trying to set us up. So we decided to make things happen. A phone call came in, and if we're going to change her name. Her name was we're going to say her name is Becky. There we go. So Becky called me, and we're talking, and she was excited that that she was getting to meet me, and we had a good conversation. Now at this point in time, because I've had 2 previous bad dates, as you've heard, I started saying to myself, well, wait a minute, maybe it's best if we don't spend too much time on the phone. Because at this point, I'm starting to overthink everything. Maybe I'm thinking, oh my goodness, maybe by talking with her too much on the phone, it leaves limited time to speak when we get together. So I decided to cut the conversation a little bit short and offer to take her out to Fridays, where she had met me, and I figured it'd be a better surrounding and a better atmosphere to get started. She felt like it was a great idea. She said that she's a kind of go with the flow kind of girl. She said, I don't want to plan. Let's get together. And then what we're going to do is when we go to Fridays and have appetizers, we'll plan what's next. I said, excellent. So the night came. I got a new outfit. I got excited. I figured, you know what? This one's going to be a little different. I can sense it. I feel great. I got in the car. One of my favorite songs came on. I was pumped up, ready to go. As I get to the house, I walk up to her apartment, I knock on the door, and she opens the door, and I remembered her. Beautiful girl, very nice girl, and she welcomed me, and she actually invited me into her apartment to show her apartment. So she did. We got inside. We had one drink, nothing crazy. It's just to let you guys know. I had, I think, maybe a couple sips of wine because obviously I was going to be driving, of course, at this point, she drank 1 glass of wine, and as you know, the last story, I was like, oh boy, please stop at 1 drink, please. So we got walking to the car, and I walked up and I opened the door for her and let her in, and went around and got in the car, and we started driving to the Fridays. And we get to Fridays, and as soon as I get out of the car, she's putting on lipstick. So I come around and open the door for her, and she said thank you. And I start walking her to the front entrance of Fridays, and I opened the door for her. We were able to get a seat immediately. We got to the area. There was no booths, so we got into a dining area with chairs, and I gracefully came over and got the chair out for her, sat her down. I sat down. We ordered an appetizer. I got to be honest, folks, the date went off without a hitch. We had a great time on the date. We had a great time at the appetizers. We decided that it would be the best thing to go to a movie. We had talked there for about an hour. People were walking by saying, you guys make a cute couple. It was perfect. So we get ready to leave. She excuses herself to the restroom, and I stood up. And she said, why are you standing up? I go, well, you're getting up to leave and into the bathroom, so I figured I'd stand up. It's this courtesy thing. And she goes, boy, you really are a gentleman. And I says, well, my father raised me well. And she goes, well, She kind of did one of those, And I'm like, oh, okay. So she went to the restroom. She came back. We start leaving. I opened the door for her on the way out. And as we got to the car, I reached over, opened the door, shut the door, came around, sat in the car, and I said, listen, that was a great appetizer, great dinner. I says, what? And I started talking about, hey, what movie do you want to go see? I said, I know there's a couple theaters around the corner here. Excuse me. As I put my keys in the ignition, she reached out, touched my hand, and said, before you do that, I've got something I've got to say. So I took my hand off the ignition. I said, sure, what's up? She says, she shifted her whole body, lifted her index finger, and pointed right at my face, almost touching my nose. And all of a sudden, this beautiful girl turned into something that I can never describe. But this is what she said. Let me just say something to you. If you ever open up another, and she used an explicitive, F-U-C-K, if you open up another effing door for me again, this date will be over. Do you understand me? And I looked at her and said, I'm sorry, what? And she says, don't you ever open up or pull up a chair for me ever again. Do you understand? I said, oh, okay, sorry. And then, like, in a matter of a second, she flipped back into another character and said, but I gotta say, I'm having the greatest time ever. I'm so excited to go to the movies. What movie do you want to see? And I gotta be honest, guys, at that point, I was in a rage. Because I'm like, this cannot be happening. So, in a moment, without flinching, I said, well, we're going to go see this new movie. It's called Home. It's called Me Driving You Home, You Opening Your Own Door, and You're Getting Out. Maybe that wasn't the right thing to say. Maybe it wasn't polite. But I was not about to get involved in something very, very hostile. So, I will say it was a very quiet ride back home to her house. She did let herself out. She did slam the door. And she did never call me again. That is crazy date number 3. They get crazier. They get weirder. And trust and believe, I have nothing else to say after that. We're going to leave you all with that. Have faith. Let it begin. Boy, I'm glad I didn't open another door.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith's being tested.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.